Diane in Denmark here, and I am determined to make this a shorter video today, so I've got the timer running. There you go. Hope you are dressed to shoes or are taking a break when you watch this video. Now, last week I did my daily declutter video showing you what I declutter on a day-to-day basis, because as you will have seen in many of my videos, I don't have a lot of obvious clutter. So, and I don't tend to make, long decluttering videos, because I declutter as I go during my day. And then when I do attack something like, the garden shed, it's at the weekend and I'm not set up for filming, I make these videos in my spare time. So anyway, I'm going to make another one of these videos, because what I've been doing is just whenever I see something that I'm going to declutter, put away, recycle, I've been putting in a basket. And last week you saw my little basket, and I had to upgrade to a bigger basket this week. And I'll just talk you through what I found. But I also wanted to say I had fantastic comments about, the way you declutter and what you've been decluttering. And the Paul family, and Debbie C and Julie, you are all still going and used the 40-day challenge. Now, I'll put a link to that up there, but we back in the month of, it was March, April, because it was coming up for Lent, around Easter, and we decluttered one item a day, and it could be as small as a paper clip, or one piece of paper, or as big as a sofa, or, three-piece suite. But the object of the exercise was to do one thing every day. If you did, if you threw away 10 sheets of paper, that didn't mean that the next day you didn't have to declutter everything. So it was just doing at least one item a day. And that's how I do my decluttering on a day-to-day basis. Anyway, Julie is still going with the one item a day. And this is even more fantastic. She and her mum and her sister would, email and say what they had decluttered, and that's a fantastic way. So if you've got anything that you want to tell the others that you have been decluttering, put it in the comments and let's inspire each other. And also, I just wanted to mention Michelle. She mentioned last week that she bought a shower curtain, came home and threw the old one away. Yes, that is the mindset that we need to get into, instead of saving it, because maybe, we're all like that. And also Juniper, I had mentioned, even if it's just one item, it all adds up. And she said, well, it subtracts. And I love that. Yeah, it all subtracts. So just let's keep going with one item. Anyway, here's the basket. And actually, I had more stuff that I flung away, but because I'm so kind of in the mindset of just getting out of there, I've put some things in the bin, but I actually made notes. It just becomes automatic, this decluttering thing. So, starting with some boxes. Now, let me just put that down. My daughter got a new printer, and I said, well, let's just hold on to the box just in case something is wrong with it and we need to return it. There's nothing, and even if we had to return the printer, it doesn't need to go back in the original box. So that is going out for recycling. We have pickup of large items every second week. We're very lucky with that, so that's going out. And also I had been keeping smaller boxes and shoe boxes, because as I've said to you before, my DS17, and if you saw the video yesterday about Flylady Speak, DS17 stands for my dear son 17. He was away in the States for 10 months. We didn't see him for 10 months. He was doing high school, and I kept any kind of boxes of this size, like shoe boxes, because once, every couple of weeks, or every 3 weeks, we would send him a care package of Danish sweets that he couldn't get over there, just a little thing from mum and family. But he's back, so I don't need to hold on to all these boxes. So those are going out too. And then when I was in the basement, I'm sure you're the same. You've probably got a lot of washing liquid bottles. We use liquid for the washing machine, and we had started several bottles without finishing that. So I've kind of topped them up into each other, and those are ready for recycling. We have plastic recycling here, so those are going into plastic recycling. I don't keep these bottles for anything, I'm sure. And listen, if you do start keeping these bottles, hold on, just put the light down. If you do start keeping these bottles for doing crafts with the kids, make sure that you keep only a reasonable amount, okay? I mean, you may want to save 3 or 4 of them, but there's no need to go saving 20, is there? No, no, no. Okay, so that was it for, you know, any kind of bottles and stuff that you save for making crafts. On the other hand, here is a toilet roll. And it was Monica from Germany asked about, I said that, you know, one man's junk is another man's treasure. If you saw the video that I did on, was it last Friday, I was wearing a t-shirt with a print that my son didn't want, and a necklace, a pearl, not a real pearl necklace, but a plastic pearl necklace that my DD15, my dear daughter, 15 years old, had won at an amusement park, and I was wearing it as a necklace. So one man's junk is another man's treasure, and we actually keep toilet rolls because those are treasure for our lovebirds, Tweet and Sparky, because we hang these in the cage and they love to sleep in them or chew them. So I actually keep these with the bird supplies, and every week, you know, we give them some new toilet rolls to play with. So that's just showing you, you know, you may find stuff and to you it's junk, but you know, pass it on to somebody else. I mean, not saying toilet rolls, be reasonable. Right, what else have I got? Oh, so that's not going out. I need to remember and keep that for the birds. Oh yes, we had, you know, our house is full of IKEA furniture, and you always get in IKEA, you know, all the how to build, all the instructions. And just, if you didn't already realise it, all these things are now available online. I've kept the ones for things like big items like beds and wardrobes, because if we ever decide to take them down or maybe hand them on to somebody else, we can give the whole thing. But these things, these are going in my paper recycling. And look and see, you probably have old televisions that you don't have any longer, or any kind of stereo equipment. You know, you get, certainly in Europe, we get like this amount of brochures because it's published in Polish, and you've got the Russian version. If you can't bear to throw the manual away, at least just keep the English version. You know, you don't need the Italian and French and Spanish. So I've been getting rid of papers. Hold on, oh, I don't want to go over the 10 minutes. And anytime I file something in my filing cabinet, I look and see, you know, if I file one piece of paper, I look and see, are there 2 pieces of papers I can subtract from that equation, because I am really bad with paper. So if I can put one, if I really want to hang on to one piece of paper, it feels really good to me if I can get rid of at least 2, and that way at least I'm winning the battle some ways. Oh yeah, that same, more papers for my husband is in book club, and sometimes we buy a book, and then I just kind of keep the last invoice just so as we always have the information about it, and then I throw away the ones from before. So that was the same thing with that. And oh yeah, okay, I'm may be able to make it under the 10 minutes video. Here is a pencil which was here on my desk last week. Now every time I sharpen this pencil, the lead falls out, and you've probably got something like that. The ink doesn't work, or it kind of makes holes in the paper. And I've decided that, you know what, life is too short to be using these rubbish pencils, and I've got a ton of other pencils, so that is going in the bin right here, right now. There we are. Did you hear that? Okay, and the last 2 things, I actually wrote them down because yeah, I had a lot of questions about my bunny clock. This was an item that my daughter, my DD15, used to have in her room, and then she thought it was a bit childish. I don't know, you know, teenagers change, and I really like it. And because I am here in my basement, this is where my office is, when I'm working in my basement, I feel like there's something with me, and I don't find it creepy. I hope you don't find it creepy with the little eyes going. But, oh, there we go, that's 10 minutes. I can actually stop the eyes from moving, you know, if I want to, but I like it. So again, one man's junk is another man's treasure. And the very last thing, which is not treasure, is I was putting away underwear the other morning in my drawers, boom boom, in my drawers, and I noticed some underwear which is really past its best. And my way of thinking of when it's past its best is if you have, if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I am a winter bather. I swim all year round, skinny dip all year round in the Danish Sea. Even in December, January, February, where we've got snow and ice. It's just something I do, and that's how I get my kicks at the age of 50. So I am, you know, stripping off in front of other ladies on a daily basis, you know, communal changing rooms. And if I don't feel that I'm able to show my underwear, you know, if it's not good enough for somebody else to see, that means to me that, okay, it's past its best. And what I do with it, instead of just putting it in, you know, in the trash and in the rubbish, it goes into a little bag that I keep for when I'm going on a trip. And I've told you this before, I like to declutter when we go on vacation or go on holiday. And I just, you know, we take old underwear, we take old nightwear, you know, if you've got kids, you'll know that, you know, small kids, they're kind of growing, and their trouser bottoms get shorter and shorter. So things like that, you know, I put them in a bag, and when I go over to see my mum, if I fly over to see my mum in Scotland, I just, you know, I'm trying to pack as light as possible, and what I can do is just take my old underwear, wear it, and toss it when I'm there. So anyway, I didn't want to show you that, but I wrote it down. Probably too much information, but there you go. So anyway, I'm keeping it short. Yay, under 15 minutes. It's Wednesday. I hope you got your plan and play on Tuesday yesterday. And it's Anti-Procrastination Day. If you don't know what that is, you can go and look at the playlist for the Flyladies Basic Weekly Plan. You know, it's just we map out what we have to do over the course of the week, and that way we're not kind of stressing all the time, wondering what we're supposed to be doing, and we can just concentrate on what needs done right here, right now. And it's Anti-Procrastination Day, which means anything that you have been putting off, like do you have a light bulb that needs changed? Do you need to go and book a hair appointment? I booked mine yesterday. And I've got 2 on my list today. My fitness tracker, I bought it, and this one in Denmark, it only comes with a black strap, and I'm getting fed up of being in these videos and it doesn't match my outfit. So I'm going to go online and see if I can find some cheap other straps, you know, just in white or grey or something, so I can kind of change it up a bit. And the other thing is, I don't know if you noticed, but I bought some white eyeliner, a bit scary, a few weeks ago, and I haven't really used it. I've been a bit scared, so if I'm looking a bit weird today, it's because I've been using white eyeliner, and it's not perfect. I'm just going to practice with it, but you know, do something that you've never done before, and let it all hang out. Right, anyway, that's it for me. Diane in Denmark. Hope you got some inspiration about what you can fling away on a daily basis. Keep it going. I'll do another one of these videos next week, and live long and prosper. That's it for me, and yay! Forgot my pom-poms. I've managed to make a video that's less than 15 minutes. Hooray! Okay, have a great day, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye for now.